With brands like Toyota, Subaru, and other well-known names in the auto industry as competitors, Tesla has still managed to become a household name over the past few years. But they've gotten more hype recently because of their two most popular models so far, Model Y and Model 3. And if you haven't taken your time to compare the specs of these two models yet, and are curious if they're worth the hype and cost, then tune in for this video. Welcome back to our channel. International Tech Masters is here to get you posted on what the hype is all about, in regards with Tesla's Model Y and Model 3. In this video, we'll be comparing them to each other, help you find out if they're worth the price, and tell you how they also compare to the models that other automakers have been releasing as well. But before we get started, do you think Teslas are overhyped, or do you see yourself buying one in the future? We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Tesla is known for their hefty price tags and standing out among electric cars. Whether you've caught wind of this brand through its famous CEO Elon Musk, or seen it in TV shows being paraded by rich characters, the brand is simply inescapable. If you ask me, I think Teslas are the Gucci products of the auto industry. But have you ever questioned why Tesla cars are expensive in the first place? Even though it's known for being a luxury electric car, the demand is still high for Tesla cars. Almost everyone who could afford it wants to get their hands on these electric cars, and it gives them a reason to amp those prices up. Not only that, production costs for electric cars are no joke, so it'll definitely mean the retail prices will be soaring as well. The 2010 Tesla Roadster totals up to around $200,000, while the cheapest would be Model 3 starting at $43,000. Right now, when talking about Tesla cars, Model 3 is their most affordable model yet. If you compare those prices, you might start to think that Model 3 is reasonably priced because that's almost 4 times cheaper than one of their most expensive models. The Tesla Model Y, however, stands around the middle with its starting price at $65,000. Now you might be curious about the specs of the Tesla Model 3, as it's the closest thing we could get from having a relatively affordable Tesla car. At first glance, the Model 3 is a sedan with a sleek design and a flat hood. It could fit up to 5 people inside with its adjustable front seats. It could run up to 272 miles until its battery runs out and has 162 miles per hour at its top speed. And of course, the trademark of Tesla cars. The full self-driving package will be available in both Model 3 and Model Y. Either you avail it in a one-time purchase of $15,000 or pay via subscription for $199 per month. Here's a quick rundown of Model Y. This model is a hatchback SUV, and unlike Model 3, it can carry up to 7 passengers because it has 3 rows of seats. If you're a family that packs a lot of stuff for holiday getaways, then this model is definitely for you, as it has a much bigger rear trunk space. The Model 3 only has 15 cubic feet of rear trunk space, while the Model Y has 36 cubic feet. Aside from that, the second row seats can be folded flat to create more space for heavy storage like furniture and luggages. At most, Model Y can run up to 330 miles before its battery runs out. Take note though, there are 2 more options while buying a Model Y: the Performance model and the Long Range model. The Performance model only has 303 miles of range because it has a significantly smaller battery to make more space for storage. And it costs $4,000 more than the long-range model, totaling around $69,000. Now, looking at these specs and their prices, is buying a Tesla worth it? I personally think it's a yes, but with reservations. A Tesla is definitely not for everyone, seeing how it's a luxury car, but with the company unveiling cheaper prices with the Model 3 and Model Y, then I'd say go for it only if you can afford it. Don't make yourself broke if you barely even have disposable income to buy a Tesla, but if you do, then it's a rather reasonable investment. Not only is it sustainable, Musk and his company have put their best foot forward to change the way we use cars with their technological advancements and innovations with the Tesla cars. And even though the upfront cost of buying a Tesla is a bit more expensive than your average car, you won't have to keep up with fuel prices anymore. Let's take a Toyota Camry for reference. The upfront cost of a Camry totals up to $31,000, around $20,000 less than the Tesla Model 3. But if you think about it, Tesla is known for their low-maintenance cars, and you can save up a lot just by charging it at home. And considering that you might be eligible for tax credit, that definitely cuts the cost a few $1,000s less. While having a Tesla is still more expensive than driving a Toyota Camry, they're actually not that far off in expenses. Again, to answer your question, I definitely recommend buying the Tesla Model 3 if you could afford the upfront cost. And if you have more cash stacked in the bank, then why not jump to buying a Model Y? While they're much more expensive in the automobile market, Tesla definitely makes sure that you get your money's worth. That's all for today's video. If you like this video, we have other uploads about tech trends that you should follow, so click the button above to know what those are. And before you go, kindly hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell to get you updated for our next upload.